Vivek Ramaswamy will hold a town hall in Springfield, Ohio tonight to hear from the residents impacted by the surge of illegal immigrants there, as President Trump also teases a visit to the small town in the next few weeks. Our next guest has been a Springfield resident for more than 30 years, and she cannot secure a ticket for tonight's sold-out event, but still has her concerns. Anton Daniels joins us again. Hey, Diana.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. So he's going there to hear from the residents. What will the residents tell him tonight?
I'm hopeful that the residents will tell him and put to rest the rumor or the word going around that the residents of Springfield are upset with the Haitians being here along a color line. And I hope he puts to rest the fact that what we're dealing with is a socioeconomic and a sociocultural disparity between the two groups. And I think that's really essential, despite the fact that we have 20,000 Haitians and approximately 8,000 Hispanics that have come in since 2014. This is an unprecedented number, and of course it's going to cause difficulty. The truth of the matter is the residents of Springfield have been sounding the alarm for several years, and I myself have been at City Commission for the past year every single Tuesday night sounding the alarm that your house is on fire and you better do something about it. And so we've come to this position. The City Commission has never allowed us to actually have a seat at the table to have a meaningful conversation regarding the socioeconomic and social cultural differences. We are always painted with the brush that we are, to say the least, racist, and that could not be further from the truth. Springfield has always been noted for having its close-knit communities, based along, and my experience as a teacher has been, it's not so much the color, it's the fact that everybody's poor. And so when you have a disparate number of
Looks like we just lost her. We interviewed her last week. Steve had an excellent interview with her, and she said that town is, everyone's living paycheck to paycheck. And she said the issue is the migrants are taking their jobs and hurting with social services as well. If you want to go to the doctor's office, you want to go to the hospital, it's harder to get in. And I think, Diana, you're back with us. We lost you.
Let me say this. The first thing that people lean into when they can't logically argue in favor of their candidate being Kamala Harris, who, by the way, absolutely refused to even say the name Springfield, refused to even say Aurora, refused to say Denver, refused to even address what's going on in Ohio. The thing that people first start leaning towards is race, because they want to make it seem like it's a hate thing, and it's not. It never has been, it never will be. And so what's really going on, because now that we can put this whole race thing to rest, you know, people kept telling me, oh man, it's a dude that hung himself. No, it didn't. Once we seen the real information came out and the footage come out from Walmart that showed that he bought the rope himself, now it forces us into a conversation where we need to focus on mental illness or our men being left out to dry and stuff. And so instead of us facing the thing that we really need to have a conversation about, we want to lean back into the thing that's convenient. And it's, oh man, it's this rhetoric, it's racism, it's no, don't nobody dislike Haitians. And now Haitians, and they trying to mobilize based off of this fear mongering and this mindset that they continue to program with y'all. No, it's not about that. It's about legal migration. It's about the fact that people in this community have been poor for a long time, and they're not even starting to get no visibility. And so Trump and J.D. Vance started to bring it to light, and they started to go viral on social media. And so now they saying, look, why would you bring in 20,000 people in a fell swoop, right? Because I don't even blame the people that came in here. They just taking advantage of whatever our federal government is allowing for them to do and that they funding, right? Why would you let in one fell swoop 20,000 people come into a 40,000 person town? Now they have 60,000 people, still poor, don't have any help, don't have the hospital services, don't have the infrastructure, don't have the schools, don't have anything to be able to really do it. And they're allowing for these people to take their jobs. And this town has been ravaged and devastated for a long time. And you're telling me that we need to be welcoming instead of fixing our own home and fixing our own backyard. Oh, we need to put this away. Y'all forgot about Springfield way before we started talking about it and way before this migrant crisis started bringing visibility to it.
You for a little bit. Thank you for joining us about this. You also told our producers that in order to get into Vivek's event tonight, you can't get a ticket. Why is that?
Well, what we've come to find out is as soon as Vivek announced that he was coming to town and the tickets went on sale, that a block of alt-left started buying up all the tickets en masse in order to prevent citizens or anyone else interested in coming to the town hall from participating.
Crazy.
Now, we expected this to happen in some way, shape, or form.
And then they're going to say, oh, man, the crowds ain't what they said. No, it's sold out. And it would have been sold out anyway. But now they're preventing people that actually want to hear Vivek's message. And they trying to manipulate people into thinking a certain type of way. Man, I'm telling you, the left is savage. It is a savage group.
Because of the rhetoric that's been circulating around and what we're hearing online from other communities that don't necessarily have any business being in our business. So we expected that something like this was going to happen of some form. And of course, we had a protest last night as well. I suspect that we're going to have some protesters out tonight. I'm not going to go inside, even if I was offered a ticket, because I feel that my place is outside, interacting with the residents as I have been for the last year, and particularly for the last month, because of in the last month, we've had 3 residents express that they've been forced out of their homes, and we're dealing with finding a place for them so that they don't become homeless. And that's one of the issues, of course, is we haven't had the lack of housing for residents, and they're being forced out. So I anticipate there to be a little bit of shenanigans going on, so to speak. It's going to get a little spicy, I think. So I'm going to be outside. I know what Vivek is going to say. I'm hoping that he brings down the temperature and gives us an opportunity to voice our concerns and bring us together.
Yeah, you said
Nope,
that Vivek's
ain't
a
no
smart
togetherness. Ain't no togetherness. Now, America, essentially, because of the rhetoric and the denial, is starting to become a battleground. And when you see places like Aurora and Springfield, and believe me, it's popping up everywhere, people are concerned.
He can handle it. You have a tiny town, 58,000 people live there, and 15 to 20,000 migrants have moved in recently. Diana, I wish you the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's very tiring, but Springfield's a strong town. We're a resilient people. We are not a hateful people. This is not about the Haitians. It's about how it happened, and we're going to get to the bottom of it.
And when she say how it happened, illegal migrants coming into this country, and then they overwhelm a city, and nobody has answered the question. And we know that we're not going to get no visibility from Biden or Kamala Harris, and we know that they're not going to visit Springfield. I would love for them to pop up in Aurora and Springfield. You know why they're not going to do it? Because they already know that they're not going to get no votes. We know how. We know what's going on. We don't know how they're doing it, and we don't know why they're doing it. That's the problem. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. We're going to be talking about issues like this, along with relationships, politics. We going to get the uncomfortable conversations, and I'm coming to a city near you. Go to letsrant.shop. I think that link is down in the description. I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat also. And come and kick it with your boy. We're going to be in Atlanta first on November 2nd, and we're going to be in December in Detroit here kicking it, and we're going to have some uncomfortable conversations, and then we're going to start adding dates after that. Put discount code Anton and then hit apply. Get your percentage off, and then we're going to do a Patreon meetup after that. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon and link up in the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description of any of the most recent videos. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.